of V2K, of this classified military technology. For those who don't know, V2K is what they call the free effect. It's classified military technology that beams voices in the subject head. I just want y'all to listen to this.
Yeah, 2008 Lyman Hall grad Lindsay Clancy appeared in court yesterday over Zoom because her attorneys say that she is now paralyzed from the waist down. And now we're getting a look at those disturbing court documents. They detail how she told her husband that she heard voices and had a moment of psychosis.
The plea of not guilty will be entered.
In the weeks leading up to the murder of her 3 children, 32-year-old Lindsay Clancy was reportedly anxious about returning to her job as a labor and delivery nurse at Massachusetts General Hospital. On Friday, January 27th, Clancy took 5-year-old Cora to the doctor, built a snowman with Cora and 3-year-old.
Fair use. Let me enact that, even though I'm pretty sure YouTube is still gonna penalize me for it, but let's go on, continue.
Dawson, then strangled them both, along with 7-month-old baby Callan, with exercise resistance bands, while her husband was picking up takeout and medicine for Cora, court documents detail. Each child was blue in the face when authorities arrived and still had the exercise band that was used to strangle them tied around their necks when their father found them. Medics were able to restart baby Callan's pulse, but not brain activity. He died days later.
And she used Apple Maps to make sure she would have enough time to strangle each child before her husband returned from where she had sent him.
The warrant also portrays a mom suffering from severe mental illness. Clancy wrote in her journal she had suicidal ideation and thoughts of harming herself and the kids.
Now, we all know how, with certain classified technology, how they can beam thoughts in your head. I just find this very strange that whenever a person says that they are hearing voices in their head, why do they always equate it or try to tie it into mental illness, as if this technology does not exist? I just will never understand that.
She was on several medications, including Prozac, and admitted herself to the hospital the first week of the year. But prosecutors focused on a late December diagnosis of generalized anxiety, not postpartum psychosis.
She's in a very surreal state. It feels dreamlike to her.
Clancy's defense laying out a different picture of an emotionally fragile mom failed by a cocktail of medications.
When you have delusional thinking, fixed beliefs that are unchangeable, and hallucinations, and you believe those voices that are telling you you need to follow what they say, that's when things go downhill.
And when you think about it, someone had raised a great question. Why did the voices start talking to her in her head once the husband left? Why is that? So the voices in her head picked the perfect time to talk to her in her head. I just find that strange and weird. Me personally, I do. Again, fair use, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get flagged for this anyway, although fair use grants us the law, the legal right to give our commentary response on things that are public.
Pages in the court documents, there are 110 of them, are not police documents at all, but actually first-hand accounts from Clancy's colleagues at the hospital portraying her in a positive light. We're going to share some of that coming up at 6.
So all of a sudden, this healthy lady, well over her 30s, out of nowhere, just started hearing voices. So this is, in my opinion, a victim of V2K. Now what they're doing is just changing the whole dynamics of mental illness. So I guess what they're doing is normalizing people hearing voices in their head above a certain age. Normally, things like that normally occurred within people young ages, 18 and under. It was highly unlikely for someone above their 30s to all of a sudden develop voices in their head. So I guess this is the new norm, which is quite sick. What y'all think about this?